Hello, Skin Crushers! Thank you for joining us today as we continue diving deeper into some of the topics explored in episode 5 of the SkinCrush Podcast, where we talked with medical esthetician Sonia Escarino. During my conversation with Sonia, we talked about that most important skincare product, sunscreen. And the question came up about combining sunscreen and makeup. And more specifically, is makeup that includes sunscreen adequate protection? It's a super important question because we know that 80% of women wear foundation on a daily basis. And since 100% of humans need to be wearing sunscreen on a daily basis, it makes sense that we would want to combine these two steps, but not so fast. It might be better if we keep these two products solidly in the friend zone rather than trying to couple them up. So we all know the importance of sunscreen, and if you don't, let me take this time to say definitively that sunscreen is the single most important product you can put on your skin. Full stop. I realize that you might have seen conflicting reports about the safety of certain sunscreen ingredients, and that's a topic for a whole other video. But for the purposes of this video, I really want to impress upon you that you need to wear sunscreen. Find a sunscreen that feels right to you. A broad spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen is a solid choice, and please protect your skin for both health and beauty. So sunscreen should be worn every single day, regardless of how much time you're spending outside. Unless you are literally staying in bed all day to binge watch a TV show, which we all do, so no judgments, you should be wearing sunscreen. That's face, ears, neck, hands, any exposed skin. I even apply it to the tops of my feet when I'm wearing flip-flops in the summertime. It really is that important. So in addition to sunscreen every day, many of us are also wearing makeup every day. As I said, 80% of us women wear foundation on a daily basis. So one of the most common questions I get asked is, when our makeup includes SPF, is that adequate protection? And as we discussed in the podcast, it's generally accepted in the dermatology community that no, makeup containing an SPF is not adequate sun protection, and there are a couple of reasons why. So the first one is that we typically do not use enough makeup to get the full SPF that's listed on the bottle. When using sunscreen, it takes more product than we think to get the full power of that protection, and for the face, you need about a nickel-sized portion of product. The second reason is that makeup is not always applied evenly. We may be heavier-handed in some areas and then lighter-handed in other areas. And when applying sunscreen, it's really important that we get a nice even application. So the best practice is to apply your sunscreen first, then apply your makeup as the next layer. So think of your makeup really as the final step of your morning skincare routine. And a good tip is to always allow just a few minutes between applying sunscreen and applying makeup. So I like to apply my sunscreen and then I spend a little time getting my outfit together or letting my dogs out, making a pot of coffee, doing something else, and then apply my makeup. You just need a couple of minutes. And if you really do want to combine the sunscreen and makeup step of your skincare routine, you may consider using a tinted sunscreen. So my personal favorite and what I use every day is the SkinCeuticals Physical Fusion SPF 50. And when it comes to sunscreen, the trick is really just find one that you like enough that you're willing to wear it every day. So what sets a tinted sunscreen apart from makeup with SPF is that the primary job of the tinted sunscreen is to be a sunscreen. It's sun protection. First and foremost, it's a sunscreen with tint as an added bonus. Makeup with sunscreen, on the other hand, is first and foremost a makeup, and the SPF is an added bonus. We want to make sure that always, no matter what product we choose, it's the primary job of that product to be a sunscreen. And as I mentioned earlier, good rules of thumb are at least an SPF 30 broad spectrum. So for me in the morning, I do my cleanser, all my skincare products, sunscreen, and then makeup. And remember, there is no value in spending the time or the money on any of those skincare products or treatments if you're not going to protect your skin. So as y'all know, I'm an educator for SkinCeuticals, which is a L'Oreal USA company. And SkinCeuticals products are the majority of what I personally use. So I'm recommending those. But please know that the specific products I mentioned, they're only examples and they're based on my personal experience. and I intend them to just be a guide for you on your own skincare journey. We talk about what we use, and I use SkinCeuticals, so that's what I talk about. But I want you to use whatever products work best for you, and I'd love to hear what those products are, especially what are your favorite sunscreens? SkinCrush is meant to be a community, so I'd love to invite you to join the conversation, leave me a comment, connect with me on skincrush.com or social media, and if you like this video and you want to hear more, subscribe to the channel and visit us again. So until next time, Skin Crushers, wear that SPF, take care of your skin, and take care of each other.